Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Okay. And how was your you're from Kerala, right?
Sir, I'm from Karnataka itself. I'm from
Oh,
Bangalore.
oh, and oh, back to Bangalore. Acha. Oh, okay. So yesterday was on Sankranti, right? Pongal.
Yes, sir. Shankranti for us.
Acha, acha, acha. So we also celebrate Sankranti. So right now you can see my screen. This is like I'm rendering it in
Maya.
Arnold.
Uh,
Maya, yes, Maya itself, and this is like I have used displacement map, and I have used hair and fur and basic lighting setup, and you can see I'm rendering a skin material. That's like I have to fix like lighting. This is like some this project is almost over. It's just like I'm setting up some few things here and there. So it's yeah, working on this. So we'll get into rendering also, but not into this level. But I'll show you the basics, like because Maya, you need to do the basics. So and like rendering is not part of gaming at all. Like for gaming, yes, you should know rendering to present your portfolio nicely. If you have the basic idea, you can do it very easily, or you can use Azure and Mammoth anytime, every day. That will give you a decent result and very quickly. Arnold render is very slow. You can see like just to render this takes it's still 26%, and it's like it takes a lot of time to render. But obviously the quality it gives you, it's like it's gaming cannot compare with this. Reason gaming is real time and this is not real time. You have to render it. You have to one by one pass each and every pixel. They calculate and render. So it's like entirely different process. But in this you get very good quality output. Okay, anyways, let's start with our things. I just click now this light is working. We'll save the file and do it later. Okay, let's open the file.
Sir, I had a few doubts.
Yes, yes, please ask.
Can I share my screen?
Yes, yes. Just give me 1 minute. I'll just switch on the screen sharing
Yes,
and
sir.
move it to my main screen. Now you can share. Stop the sharing.
Uh, I was practicing with Maya itself, like you told.
Hmm.
I was using this as my reference.
Okay, this is nice reference.
Okay, and I blocked out the house. I started modeling the stones, everything, like all the stones here.
Yes.
Like the first stone, I used Maya itself to model, but it took a very long time.
Okay, no problem.
So later on, I started using like ZBrush to model and importing it back to Maya.
Okay. I want to stop you here. Don't do that. Don't do that. You can do the
Okay,
exact same thing in Maya. Exact. This thing you can do it in Maya itself. That ZV mesh thing and your dynamic of this thing you can do it within Maya itself.
okay,
Well, so select your first model. Select your first model that you have created in Maya. First
yeah,
tool block.
okay. And
Select
the
that. I'll tell
other,
you. I'll show you the process just instantly.
okay, okay. And the other problem was, you remember that you told you can extrude along a spline. This part is
Yes.
supposed to be here, like it is small, so I thought I will model it big enough and then rescale it to match the pumpkin or something. It's just a
Hmm.
round object.
Yes, yes, you can do it very easily.
Yeah, the problem is like I forgot how to extrude along the spline. Like I select the
Select.
faces.
Yes.
And how to do that group selection? Like you told, double click and then it will select automatically.
No, but there's a triangle. Triangle, it won't select. If it's a
Okay.
quad, it will select. So
Okay.
now move the camera and shift and drag on, press shift and drag on this thing. Okay, now it's not selecting, right? So
Yes,
basically,
sir.
right click on the object,
Okay.
right click, and go to object mode, right side top part. Huh. Then now then right click on the object again
Okay.
and go to face mode.
Okay.
Now shift and drag.
Oh, okay. I
Right?
wasn't able
Now
to.
extrude is
Uh,
here. Okay.
okay.
Done. Right. So
Yeah.
sometimes it happens like if it's in some other mode, so it will create problem. It should be on object mode. Then you can extrude it. That is the one thing you have to keep in mind. It should be on object mode. Then select the faces and select the spline and extrude it.
Okay. And like you told the press 3 to get this soft kind of view and 1 to get this hard
Yes,
blocky
yes,
edges kind of view, right?
yes, correct.
Like how does it work, sir? Like in 3ds Max, we just add a modifier called open subdiv or turbo smooth to get this kind of results, right?
Yes, it's kind of turbo smooth, but it gives you, it's like shortcut. Just press three, it show you a preview. That's it. And it renders also. If you render in this condition, it will render out a smooth version. It won't render out a hard version. So
So
it's kind of a turbo
technically,
smooth.
technically it's like you apply turbo smooth and this is the output you're getting.
Yes, yes.
And like how to do this, but like a Boolean operation.
Okay, this
Like,
Boolean. I'll get into Boolean and all. I'll show you all this Boolean today itself. Boolean is option is there. We can do it.
and is there
So
a
let's
way
just
to add creasing? Like in open subdiv, you just add a creasing and it will become a hard kind of edge, right? Here I have been adding
yes.
some support lines that it's working.
No need. You can add crease. Double click any corner.
Okay.
Like go to right
Um,
click, hard edge. Double click any of the edge, and then shift right click.
okay.
Then top first option crease tool.
Oh, okay. So once
Okay.
you do that
Now,
creasing,
now, now, see, it says drag MMB, middle mouse button. Click on
hmm,
middle mouse button and drag left. Now it's become high, right side, it's crease, left side, no crease.
okay.
Now it's crease. It's now it's crease. Yeah.
Okay, so individually you can crease it like this.
Yes, you can crease it, so no need of hard edge, supporting loops or anything.
Okay. Like there were a few more doubts.
Hmm. Okay. And
And
one more.
this
Okay.
flipping normal thing,
Okay. Flip normal.
like
Go to your this.
hello.
Huh. So select like any of the face,
Okay.
and you can see shift right click again, and you can see there's a face normal. No, right corner, those pop-up
Okay.
window, right
Okay.
corner face normal,
Uh,
then drag again. You can see reverse normal.
okay. Okay.
Drag, drop on that, just try it out. You can undo it. But
Okay.
flip,
It turns
do it
black.
again.
Yes.
It's black. Just turn black, reverse again. Correct. Done.
Okay. And how to do this angle snap when rotating an object?
Angle snap.
Yeah.
Uh, you can either like right side you have this options, right?
This
Where
one.
uh, this one you can select, definitely you can select this and use it. easiest way to press J and snap. J and rotate.
Oh, J. Okay, shortcut is J.
Shortcut is J. So
Okay.
Maya is all about shortcuts. That's why Maya become really fast. Like once you get hang of this interface and shortcuts,
Hmm.
it become like working on it become really easy and fast, efficient because everything you have a shortcut. So it becomes really easy.
Okay. And how to unhide all? Like, in order to isolate, you told just click this, right?
Uh, yes,
Let's
this
just
is
say
isolate.
I
Control like
pressed
H. H.
Control
Hide.
H.
Just H also works. Just H. If you press just H, you have to press Shift
Yeah,
H to unhide.
Shift H is not working. I'm pressing Shift H.
Uh,
It's not working.
okay. Shift H dot working. So then press Control Alt H.
Control Alt H. Yeah, still not working.
Still not working. That's strange. Okay. Then go to your display top menu, top C menu, display, show, and all.
No shortcut for that.
We can create a shortcut for that. We can create. What you can do is go to your custom menu first. Uh, Click on the window. Come out of this window and this ribbon. No. Come to the main display window. Huh? Then top you have this the tool menu like ribbon where you have all these primitive shapes and extrude and all these options, right? Just give me a second. I'll annotate this section. You see?
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh. So on this, just give me a second. Huh. There is the option called custom. You can see this one, this tab.
Ah,
Click on this. Now you can see this custom tab is entirely empty to for you to create custom shortcuts. So now go
hmm.
to display again and now press Control and Shift together
Hmm.
and click on all.
Okay.
You can see there's a all shortcut. So you just have to click that all. It will unhide everything.
Okay. Then what else?
Okay, now
Is there a way to like model with reference? Like in 3ds Max, we used to add a
yes,
reference
yes,
in the background or on it. Like it is
yes.
there.
Of course, it's there. It's there. That is something I have to show you. Like there are two ways to do it. Have to show you in like the actual process, like how to do it. So
Okay.
demonstrate that. Hmm.
Okay. And is there a way to like customly like move your pivot point as you want, like in
Yeah.
Max?
Yes. It's very. It's simple.
Like in
Very
modify.
simple. No. Not like that. Not like that. Go and select any of the object
Okay.
and press D.
D.
D, and
Oh.
now you move the pivot. It's like free rotation, free movement of pivot point. But if you want to snap it to some corner angle or vertex,
Uh,
press
Press
D
V
and
and
V,
yes.
V, V.
Yes, sir.
D
I'm
and V
pressing.
together. So it snaps.
Yes.
It perfectly
Uh,
snaps, so it becomes very easy, handy. Like quickly you can snap to any angle and move it.
okay. Then later on, you can just do this to reset
Center,
it.
yes. Yes, you can reset it.
Okay. And that's it.
Oh. So one thing what you can do, go back to your first block you have created in Maya.
Okay, the first one which I created in my yes. This is the one.
Yes. Now alt H that.
Alt. Yes, sir. Alt H.
Everything is hidden except this. So it's kind of isolated, but it's not isolated. It's basically hiding everything. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So now you want to that ZBrush, that smooth wala thing, right, in Maya. So
Uh-huh.
what you can do? shift right click,
Yes.
and then the first option is smooth. First option, smooth.
Ah.
Click on the not setting. Setting also you can select. Setting is for like if you want to modify the default, then only.
Okay.
Nothing happens.
Okay. Nothing happens.
How is possible nothing happens? It was in object mode, right?
It was in object mode. I selected the object and
Now,
shift right click smooth. Ah, now it
uh,
happened.
now what work? Yes, it should be on object mode. So it's smoothed it. It's smoothed. So and plus you can just increase the division if you want. Like drag. Sometimes drag doesn't work. So you can just simply click on the one. Click on the like one and make it 2 or 3 or something. You can do definitely do it.
Okay. Okay, got it.
So it's no, it's smooth, but this is not exactly like quad. These are like triangles. So if you want
Okay.
to fix this, now go back to this poly modeling option,
Okay.
and then you can see there are two tools. These two.
Yes, sir.
So first click on the first option, first one, this one.
Yes, sir. I clicked.
Just click. So it will doing something. I cannot see your progress bar, so it's not visible.
No, there is no progress bar.
Okay, make sure it's in a object mode again. Right click. It's in object mode. Whenever it's green, it means object mode.
Ah.
Yes. Done. Now select the second option. Now select the second option. Click on the second option. Click on the second option. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I think I lost some details.
Yeah, that is something you can go to the setting and modify it. So like, but this is like basically gives you decent amount of like try to retain all the details and then modify everything and convert everything into quad. It's kind of Zmesh. Zmesh in ZBrush. It's almost like that. This is also called Remesh.
Okay.
So this is also, suppose you want to do that, you can use this technique also. So it just gives you decent amount of detail. Okay. So let's start with Boolean and all. You can stop sharing. So you can do that.
Okay, it's right here. Stop sharing. Yes, sir.
Okay. So now, like you asked about that Boolean, right?
Yes, sir.
So let's create this Boolean. I placed it like wherever I want to place it. This and this. So like first select your main body, like from where you want to Boolean, like what you want to cut off. Then select the second option. Then to see right shift, right click, Boolean, union, difference, intersection. You can do difference, see, instantly. And then I can go to multi-cut and fix it instantly. Or like I'll show you some other this thing. Suppose you want to create like let's have this pair. And first select your main body, then select your Boolean mesh. Shift right click, Boolean. This time if I want a union, I can do union. It will do union exactly like your Maya, but it will create all those like n-gons, right? That is something you have to fix. You can see inside there's a hole. So like this, you can do Boolean. Boolean function is like the same everywhere, like Max, Maya, ZBrush, all software are same only. You can modify it very easily and create this without any like. Suppose you do if you are not comfortable with shift right click and all, you can go to your mesh edit tool and there is my Boolean. The actually first option mesh. Under mesh union difference intersection. You have all this Boolean options here. You can do it very easily. So this is like undo it. Delete this. If I want to keep this one, so so let's quickly create two of the sheets. One, this multiple, space. I just selected these two spaces. So first make sure it's in object mode. Then select this, extrude this shortcut. So extrude everything. Division. If I want to decrease. And you can see I forgot one step of serialize this option. That's why it's like this. So what I have to do is go back, spaces, serialize shortcut is there. Then select this, see, you can create this step really quickly. And Control A, sorry, Control A. So see you have paper, twist and everything. If you want paper, done. So like this, creating all this tentacle kind of because it's like a bit of a stylized tree, so you can do this thing very easily. And once you're done with this, make sure delete your history. Edit, like under custom I have created this thing. So edit, delete by type history, Alt Shift D, or Control Shift and create a shortcut and click on this. Select that object, history. It will review, delete all the history. If I press OK, let's switch multi-cut. Okay, add a cut here, add a cut here. So it will be not something. Object mode, let's save, polymorphism. Oh, my bad. Here I shift and drag selected, division, and then division. 25 newspaper. It becomes really easy and quickly you can create really fantasy with kind of tree or curvy shape or all these things very easily. And you can see you have a twist and all those things. You can modify things. Thickness also is there, but it won't work because it's but depending upon your base thickness. So yeah, you can do this thing really quickly and only one. This thing is remaining. So let's fix this also. Okay. Four. Here I like this. See. Design, increase. This is like by default it's fixed to 25. If you want to modify, you can click on this and change to 50 or whatever you want. Now save for this. Select the model, entire model. This is my custom. Delete all these things. Press 3. So this is a smooth version of this thing, and now just click all the curves and delete it. Very easily. You can like delete this thing, like very kind of easy and simple. So similar way, if I want to create like a roots, I can create exact same process. I can create all the roots here. So before that, I'll show you a very simple, basic process of lighting and rendering, so that you can get a very good quality output once you start rendering. It's a very simple, basic, not very complicated. So for that, what I'll do is, oh, one more thing you asked that if import an image and create something, right? Okay, let's say rendering we can touch later also. That is something important. So let me save it. So suppose I want to create something. There are two multiple ways to also do it. So I just open new this thing. Okay, good. It's my good. Now let me have the image first. Let's see certain line. Mm, I just search for random sample. Okay, from heart line art. So suppose maybe some tribal or some cartoon or anything, or maybe this. This is like more democratic. It's much easier to handle. So let's see. Save as text. Let's go to Maya. So there are exact same two process. One is like we can go to properties, check the dimensions, and create a plane here, exact same dimension, and place this image on this. By default, all the primitive shapes are unwrapped perfectly, so there won't be any issue. Let us show that. Also, plus there is one more process is there. 10, 10 I don't want, only one is more than enough. And like this, 90. And then height and width by default is 1 1. So it's, you can see width is 216, 216, and height is 233, 233. You got the proportion, exact correct proportion. Then you just have to apply this image. Shift right click, copy path, Control A, go to this like usually boys using Lambert one, you can definitely use it. There's no problem. Go to color, file. Like here you don't have that option to drag, drop, and show like visible. But it's not visible. Reason you have to press 6 to make it visible. Okay. Oh. Default material applied, this one was on. So by default material is gray. So no matter what you do, it will show you the gray thing. So I just switched it off. So now you see exact correct proportion. So now I can go to my front view. And here it's also not visible, press 6. And if you want to rescale or do anything, you can definitely do it like proportionately and place it wherever you want to place and start creating this thing. Like suppose I want to create this. So I'll take a box first. And by default, it's select in center. So you can push it back, go back here, and select the mesh. Multi-cut, I can cut. I can add a cut here, add a cut here, then cube, stop, shift, and drag. Right? Like this, I can do very easily. Then I can, like, suppose I want to extrude this even further, I can definitely do that. And easiest way, I can just simply increase thickness first, like this, so that it looks like more of a base. So like this, I can just simply trace out this entire thing, extrude. See, I just extruded. I haven't done anything. Scale, scale it slightly down, shift, create this part. Like if I want, I can pull it like till here also. And if I want multi-cut, I can just simply add a multi-cut. What is it? Select these two together. Just like basics of modeling, this is thing you guys know already. You're pretty much aware of. And create the, this is very easy. This is like one process. It's exactly the same what you have in Mac. There is one more way. Go to front, like, because suppose you have front view or side view or left, right, whatever view, go to that particular view. Front Z panel view. There is an option called image panel. This will act as an image panel and show you the image. Then import image. Okay. Oh, this one. So you can see the image panel. It will be visible here. If you go to any other this thing, you get this image panel. You can see it's the image panel. This image panel is basically whenever you import any image, it automatically sees that shape perfectly. Like its scale, its width, and everything. It fits that automatically, so you can use it and create this thing really quickly. You can skip those step of adding width, height, and all those things, and then start building your thing directly. Like this. So basically, like the one manual process, like you have to set the width and scale and everything. But if you use the image plane, you don't have to do that. It will automatically read the width and height and create that plane for you. And you can, like, if you want to change something like sRGB, RGB look through camera, so it will if you look through camera, so it won't be visible in any other angle, only front view. If you switch on there, in all views, it will be visible in all the views. And like you can see, like a grace to reduce this thing, color, all these things, and something like secondary, not that important. So these two are basically important. Like front view, only front view is visible. Oh, so these two are most important for display. Look through camera, or you can use visible all this thing. And from here, you can select the view where you want these two visible. So you can select that front, side, left, right, perspective, whatever. You can select everything and then use it, and then you can create. Very easy. So this is like kind of save some time, and it gives you the exact perfect proportion and scale without any error. So this is like best you can do it very quickly and then create your this asset easily. I guess that answers your like problem. I'll show you like we have like 4 minutes. So I'll show you basic rendering stuff, very basic and simple. Hmm. Suppose I have this hut and I want to render it out. A nice render, it should look nice. So what I'll do is I'll go to Arnold tab, this tab. You can see there is a area light, there is a mesh light, there is a photometric light, and there is a sky dome. So 99% time I prefer this to use as a sky dome. Click, it will generate a sky dome, and that it's sky dome. It's like intensity is one, color is white. So if you switch on render, Arnold render, it will render out your scene instantly. But this is like solid flat white line. But if suppose you want to make it a bit interesting and you want to use some HDRI maps file, I have a file already and HDRI map that I use all the time. Copy HDRI. And but now if I render this background will be visible. It gives me nice light shading and all or color like because environment is not flat but this background is visible. I suppose I don't want the background to be visible. Select the sky dome, scroll down, camera, make it 0 and render it once again. Background is vanished. It will give you nice amount of detail like nice 360 view of a scene. So yeah, I have used the indoor light, that's why it looks like this. If you use the outdoor HDRI, it will give you better result, better result. And along with the HDRI, you can use area light to create very good quality, nice effect. So let's see. And it's still right now IPR mode, so it will render really quickly and update accordingly. So let's go to create area light. Click. Area light are like your scale dependent. So I can increase and I can increase the exposure level. Maybe 10, 6, 5, 7. It will be brighter. And I can use color temperature. I can make it like really cool light or I can make it really warm light. That's totally up to me if I want to use. And like suppose this is my main scene. So front there's light and I want one more light backside like should act as my rim light. And increase intensity, reduce the scale. Because see, if you reduce the scale, the intensity will increase and it will cast really strong hard shadows.